Welcome back to more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time we started exploring the Spirit Temple as an adult, finding ourselves this nice new mirror shield, and having obtained the last two golden sculptulas, setting our total at 102, seeing as I performed that glitch earlier. So, maybe we'll see what actually happens with the 102 of them compared to the normal 100. Otherwise, today, we're going to plan on finishing the Spirit Temple and then making preparations for the end of the game. Let's get to it. Oh, this room. Here we see a multitude of slugs. I do like that they reuse a lot of enemies and things from the Fire Temple. Because frankly, it makes sense that these hot little slugs would be in a desert, you know? Otherwise, evidently, all of these doors are going to be fake. So, let's start by blowing them up. Because as you can see, quite the prize is waiting for us in that chest there. The boss key, if you've not come to expect it now. Do that. It spawns this ice block floating in the air, which leads us to this other one that's floating with a switch. It doesn't make much sense, but frankly, I'll take it. Oh, the boss key. Beautiful. Quite useful, I'd say. Because now with it, we can finish up the temple and fight the boss. Ow. I should have expected it, and I didn't. So in here, we can hit this switch and open that door. There's otherwise this big mirror here, which evidently can be raised and lowered. But, well, we don't really have a way to do that yet. So, through this door we go. Hello, Revolvos. How you doing, pal? Not very good, evidently. But, well, good attempt. Now, one bad thing about Bigoron's sword is that without putting it away, you can't really use the mirror shield very effectively. So, keep it in mind. And although it's wrong, this one gives you bombs. Kinda nice, huh? Otherwise, hello, skull enemies. I'd really like to not have to deal with you if I could. So, try to get rid of you there. Arrows, rupees, bombs, all sorts of goodies. And if it wasn't painfully obvious based on the bombs they gave us, this can be blown up. So with that out of the way, we have a bit of a mirror puzzle here. We need to move this sunlight into that main room. So with moving that, and hello Lizalpos. Sorry, pal. It's really just not your day, huh? Still a good effort. But with this mirror here, we can move it into the main room, which will now give us light in there. Admittedly, it's a very simple puzzle, and they do a lot more with this light theme in the mirror shield in later Zelda games. The Wind Waker comes to mind, as well as the sequel game to this, Majora's Mask. I think they do some really creative things with it there. Still, not too hard. It lowers us down into the main room, and using our mirror shield, we can use the power of the sun to erode the statue's face, revealing an iron grate that leads us to the boss. Now look, that chest bothers me too. Trust me. I feel ya. So, What I want to do is go get it because it is annoying. So, let's go grab it before we finish up the temple, because it would be uncouth to leave the place unlooted. Because, let me tell you, it annoys me too. Now, luckily, it's just right here. So, simply grab it, and you're good to go. Nice 5 rupees. Now, the thing that is a little annoying is that in order to get back up there, you kind of got to go the whole way. So, at this point, I'll meet you back there. All right, ow. Now that we're back into this room, simply hop on down, take a little bit of damage, not to be worried about. Hook shot on over, and now we can go to the boss, seeing as we've cleaned up all our loose ends. Well, well, well.
Oh, looks like someone is here, Komei. Looks like it, Kotake. What an outrageous fellow he is to intrude so boldly into our temple. We should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson. Oh, loyal minion. Destroy this intruder on our behalf.
Huh? Ah, there you go. So yeah. A special looking iron knuckle. Well, I mean, I hate to say it, but at this point, you kinda know what to do. Navi, got anything to say?
Iron Knuckle, something strange. This is not an ordinary enemy.
So yeah, take Navi's advice and gear up. Otherwise, the method's kind of the same that you've always used. Simply apply Nehru's Love, jump into it. I mean, heck, if you really want, you could try to spin attack. Notably, with Nehru's Love, you don't have the magic available to do the big spin. So, don't try it. If you want to, you can do normal strikes, but as you can see, the Iron Knuckle can block with the axe. So, you gotta be a little careful. But, what do you know? Turns out it was Naburu. Hey, gal.
Where am I? Well, well, looks like she's back to normal. Komei? She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo, Kotake. Maybe we should make her work for the great Ganondorf for a little while longer. Then we should brainwash her again.
Well, that was a bit extreme, wouldn't you say? Just zapping her away like that? So, it wasn't obvious. They're the boss. So let's go deal with them, shall we? My oh my, what a boss fight this is. Use your hook shot to get on up, or climb. And welcome to a rather unique fight.
Look at that stupid kid. He came on his own to offer himself as a sacrifice to the great Ganondorf. With my flame, I will burn him to the bone. With my frost, I will freeze him to his soul.
I wish she said stone. Just to rhyme with bone, but oh well. Sorceress Sisters, Twinrova. So yeah, you're in for a pretty interesting fight. This is also one of the few fights where your sword isn't going to immediately be useful.
Twinrova Koome, Ganondorf's surrogate mother, Sorceress of Flame. She seems vulnerable to low temperature.
And if you could, Kotake?
Twinrova Kotake, Ganondorf's surrogate mother, Sorceress of Ice. She seems vulnerable to high temperature.
So what you want to do is let them blast your shield with magic. Each time you let them do this, you're going to be able to reflect it into the other sister. It's a pretty simple fight that is made even more simple if you remember to listen to the owl. Now, something you want to do is be careful. Generally, this fight can be a little rough if you don't target. And sometimes they get in the way of each other. This is another fight where knowing that holding back and holding the target button is how you unlock, because you might need it in order to aim properly. Because although she's going to shoot us here, it's not going to do much for us because the other sister wasn't around to get hit by her magic. So, it's kind of a puzzle of make sure you line them up correctly or target the other one. And sometimes, even with your targeting being swapped, it still might just miss completely, which is kind of rough. So, yeah, a whole lot of good that did. This fight is kind of a test in just patience, but usually the other sister will line up pretty well, and you can take them out fairly easily. Go. Blast the other sister with ice. And then, once you get them low enough...
Okay, let's get serious now, Kotake. Okay, Koome. Kotake and Koume's double dynamite attack.
Oh no. She's hot. She even does a little wink. Oh! So welcome to the real boss. If you notice, she's gonna play a bit of hot and cold with ya. When you block it, you'll add it to your shield. You need to only add the corresponding element. Get 3 fires or 3 ices. Once you do that, blast her. After that, you can pull out your sword and do a whole bunch of damage. Maybe careful with the jumping attacks. This is a fight where you really don't want to fall if you can help it, but it's also not the end of the world if you do. The other bad thing, too, is with Bigoron's sword, you need to put it away. So, be careful. Now, I think because we already missed one of her flame attacks, we're going to have to dodge around for a bit. Yeah, she's going to psych us out with ice. Now, the other big thing to be careful about is that if you hit it with the incorrect charge, you'll lose it. Still, it might just disappear naturally anyways. Otherwise, Navi, tell us about her.
Twinrova, this is the combined form of Kotake and Koome. Turn their magic attack back at them.
Oop, ice. Don't want it. Now, luckily, the nice thing is you don't have to use ice or fire interchangeably. You just gotta keep using one or the other. So, pick a flavor, go from there. After that, it's a pretty simple fight.
Shoot, what a fresh kid. This time we'll get serious, right, Kotake? What? Hey, Koome, what is that above your head? I don't know, but you have one over your head too, Kotake. But I'm only 400 years old, and I'm just 380 years old. We're twins. Don't try to lie about your age. You must have gone senile. Who are you calling senile? Not how you treat your older sister. We are twins. How can you be older? Yeah, how heartless you are. How can you be so ungrateful? You're heartless. You ungrateful. I'll come back to haunt you.
Yeah. Canonically, Link just killed two 400-year-old women. Anyways, let's grab the final heart container for a max of 20. Oh, baby. That now marks all but 2 collectibles left in the entire game. We're well on our way to the finale. Hey, Naburu. I know we weren't that close, but good to see you.
Kid, let me thank you. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years. A competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit? And now, I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages. I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Kid. No, Link, the hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Take it.
And there it is. The final medallion. You received the Spirit Medallion. Naburu awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Although we spent probably the least amount of time with her compared to every other sage, maybe Impa, she might actually have that title, but relatively speaking, for spending such little time with her, I like her style.
If only I knew you had become such a handsome man.
Yeah, you and every other girl.
I should have kept the promise I made back then.
Right.
Link, the hero. Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Before that, though, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one who is waiting for you at the Temple of Time.
And it's not bad advice. Though, there's one thing that I'm sure you and I myself have on your mind. How do I play the Nocturne of Shadow? And although that's probably not your question, the actual question is, what does happen now that we have 102 golden Skulltulas? I'm curious. So let's play the Nocturne of Shadow, head to Kakariko Village, and then I guess let's see just what we have there. Now, were I a betting man, I would bet that the game just recognizes any number 100 or greater and says, yep, you're good to go, you have all the Skulltulas, good for you. Just in the event that a glitch like this did happen. My guess is that it's a 255 integer system, or maybe a 256 one, depending on how the programming goes. But my guess is that so long as you don't overflow the number by getting over 255 or 256 golden Skulltulas, the game probably recognizes it. But that's if I were a betting man. Let's see. Yeah, everything seems fine. Since you've destroyed 102 spiders of the curse on me has been broken. Thank you. Here's a token of my appreciation. Please take it. And would you look at that? It appears I'm somewhat right. I don't know about the integer system that they use, but at the very least, doing the glitch not only does net you all 100 Skulltulas, meaning the number is actually officially tied to how many tokens you have, as opposed to officially destroying them all, but it also means that you can just use the glitch to farm as many Skulltulas as you want, up to probably, I'd say, 100. Again, I would be careful about going to any number beyond, say, 200. But frankly, might be worth a shot. Could be interesting to see what happens. I'm almost certain someone's probably done it before, but could be an interesting topic to look into if anyone has the free time and wants to farm that many Skulltulas. Plus, if you mess it up at any point, you might screw yourself and not be able to do it, so maybe be careful. Still, I figured for meeting this very important person, we'd walk back. After all, warping there seems a little unceremonious, doesn't it? And yes, I took off the red tunic. I think Link's iconic green just looks so darn good. And to be honest, I kind of want to take the mirror shield off too. But, So here we are.
I've been waiting for you, Link.
Aw?
Link, the hero of time. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. And now, you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the King of Evil. Before that, I have things I want to tell only to you. Please listen. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk, the Sheikahs. If you would seek the sacred triangle, listen well. The resting place of the sacred triangle, the sacred realm, is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. The heart of one who enters it. If an evil heart, the realm will become full of evil. If pure, the realm will become a paradise. The Triforce, the sacred triangle, it is a balance that weighs the 3 forces: power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of the one who holds the sacred triangle has all 3 forces in balance, that one will gain the true force to govern all. But if that one's heart is not in balance, Triforce will separate into 3 parts: power, wisdom, and courage. Only one part will remain for the one who touched the Triforce, the part representing the force that one most believes in. If that one seeks the true force, that one must acquire the 2 lost parts. Those 2 parts will be held within others chosen by destiny, who will bear the Triforce mark on the backs of their hands. "7 years ago, Ganondorf, the King of Thieves, used the door you opened in the Temple of Time and entered the sacred realm. But when he laid his hand on the Triforce, the legend came true. The Triforce separated into 3 parts. Only the Triforce of power remained in Ganondorf's hand. The strength of the Triforce of Power enabled him to become a mighty, evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold the two other Triforce parts. The one who holds the Triforce of Courage is you, Link. And the other, who holds the Triforce of Wisdom, is the seventh sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all. It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please, forgive me. On that day, 7 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant, Impa. I thought I should entrust the Ocarina to you. I thought that would be our best chance. As long as you had the Ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm, but something I could never expect happened. After you opened the door of time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. Your spirit remained in the Sacred Realm, and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm. Ganondorf had become the evil king, and the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. All of this is an unfortunate coincidence. I passed myself off as a Sheikah in hope that you would return. I waited for 7 years. And now you are back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf, the evil king, will end. The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm. I will then seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus, Ganondorf the Evil King will vanish from Hyrule. Link, in order to do this, I need your courage again. Please protect me while I do my part. And here is a weapon that can penetrate the Evil King's defenses. The power given to the Chosen Ones. The Sacred Arrow of Light.
You got the light arrow. Set it to C and your arrows will be powered up. The light of justice will smite evil.
That rumbling, it can't be.
Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. I commend you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. But you let your guard down. I knew you would appear if I let this kid wander around. My only mistake was to slightly underestimate the power of this kid. No, it was not the kid's power I misjudged. It was the power of the Triforce of Courage. But with the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, when I obtain these two Triforces, then I will become the true ruler of the world. If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle.
And so, next time we play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, it's on to Ganon's castle. As always, I'm Brad. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.